What's going on, Marvel fans? And I know it's late, but you read the title. We are reviewing the third Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This was a great movie, so let's get into it. Let's just get right into it. This movie, I think, is steering the MCU in the right direction. If Kevin Feige if Kevin Feige watches over, like he did in this movie, Kevin Feige watched over this movie, but he didn't take over the movie. If he finds a good director, a good writer, all of that, like James Gunn, and he lets them do their thing while also steering them in the right direction, that's how we're going to get an OG, really good Marvel movie. And I think Kevin Feige has been spread so thin, I think it really worked that he had this competent writer, director who could do it all by himself as James Gunn. And by competent, I mean all those other directors and writers, they're good writers and directors. All right? But James Gunn is just on another level, and he could do it all by himself. And I think that's what made this movie so great. It wasn't affected by Kevin Feige being spread too thin. And now that we see more delays and more cancellations in the MCU, I think it will be the return to the OG MCU. But getting that out of the way, seeing this movie as a whole, it's great. The writing, let's start off with the writing. The writing was so good. You had the perfect resolution to each of these characters' story arcs. No character was done dirty. It was funny. It was what I think Thor and Love and Thunder was supposed to be like. Kind of like Ragnarok, where it was like the perfect mix of humor and action and seriousness. And it was so great. Also, this is a spoiler review, but it's been so long since this movie came out. Don't really need to put that there. But just in case, I never thought I'd be sad to see an otter with robot legs die, but here I am, sad about an otter with robot legs dying, and Rocket's scream is so sad just to see, and I don't know, it just invokes so much emotion. It's such a great film, and I don't know, there's not, I'm trying to find one specific scene to tie this all together, but there's really not. I think the whole movie is just great writing. What's his name? The High Evolutionary was such a great villain. So unlikable, and when you make me really hate a villain, you have a good villain. Or when you make me really like a villain, you have a great villain. But, yeah, I hated the High Evolutionary, which made it okay, yeah, we're back. Alright. Which made it so much, more disappointing. Well, not disappointing, but seeing, we hated the High Evolutionary, but Rocket hated him even more. And seeing him sparing the High Evolutionary was really resembled his character arc, because in the first movie, he would have killed him. But now, going through almost 10 years of story progression and movies, he didn't kill the High Evolutionary. And we see James Gunn, he said that Drax even saved him from blowing up in the crash. And Drax would never save the High Evolutionary in the first film. Drax is literally Drax the Destroyer. His whole deal in the first movie was trying to destroy Thanos. But yeah, and Ronan. But yeah, it's just crazy to see all of this, and it's so sad that the Guardians are coming to an end. And next up, I'm jumbling these all together because it's all visual stuff. The acting, the cinematography, and the CGI. It was all amazing. The one scene, I'm sure you all remember it, the hallway fight where the Guardians are all using their powers to fight the people, and it was just so cool how they did that, and how they It was all like one continuous shot and in slow motion. It was amazing. The CGI was amazing and really immersed you in this world. The acting was so good. Bradley Cooper was a great voice actor. He made you feel so bad for a raccoon. And really, that is the also writing for James Gunn. And it's just an amazing movie. I really want a second to talk about the sets in this movie because it just was like so amazing how it fully immersed you in this world and it seemed real. It reminded me I want to see the Assembled for this so much, the series that they do on Disney Plus with the movies. And I'm pretty sure that's not out yet. But just seeing all the sets, it really immersed you in the world. Kind of like how Star Wars sets immerse you in the world, but this is done with a higher budget than the original Star Wars did, and all of that. And just the building of the world around it, because we never saw half these we didn't see any of these areas before, except for like the Earth area. And the world building was great in this movie, and I really don't have any grievances with it. I know I just said I don't have any grievances with it, but there is one. And it's a little minor one. At first, Peter says we don't kill. And then, like, in the one scene where I forget what they were doing, they were, like, in the jail thing or whatever. And then the next second, they kill. And then at the end, it's not okay to kill the High Evolutionary. But that's just a little grievance with it. God, Cosmo and Kraglin were the best. And with Cosmo not really being in any movie other than this, or a main role in any of it, it was so great to see Kraglin call Cosmo a good dog. And I don't know, it was really nice to see him be like, "You're a good dog," and he was like, and what was Cosmo a boy or a girl in this? I don't know. I'll have it up here or whatever. But it was so cool, funny, and their parts were funny, but like cool, all of it. I don't know how to explain it. It was great. But overall, I'm gonna rate this movie a 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect movie, but it's pretty close to being perfect. It's probably one of the best movies since Endgame. I'm not sure if it's better than No Way Home. It's probably a better movie than No Way Home, but I don't think it's a better experience than No Way Home, if you know what I mean. It's a more well-written and stuff, but No Way Home is just on another level of experience. You see all these people coming together and stuff. I don't know. I'm actually going to rate this a 9.5 out of 10. No Way Home, I don't know, alright? I'll probably have a list of my favorite MCU movies sometimes in the future, and I have a letterbox now, so I think my username's the X-Men guy, so go check that out, and I'll see you next time, and you guys are gonna, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, you'll be able to vote on my polls about what you want my next video to be. And of course, if you're not subscribed, you can vote on them, but like you're not going to be alerted of them. But anyways, bye. Have a great